Nigeria, hear what God has to say to you. Your cup is full. The enemy has had enough leeway, enough blood of my saints.
Hello beloved, you're welcome back to our YouTube channel. This video is just a must for you to watch from beginning to the end and hear what the man of God has to say, what God has actually instructed him to say. Please, before I go, subscribe, comment, like, share so that you can watch the video. Here is it, guys.
Nigeria, hear what God has to say to you. Your cup is full. The enemy has had enough leeway. Enough blood of my saints has been shed. Now is the time of my visitation. I have heard the cries of my people. Those that plundered your resources are about to be judged. Yes, many shall disappear and not be heard of. Men that once made you quake in fear, I am judging their wickedness. I am exposing those that have sponsored the terrorists that terrorized the nation for decades. I am exposing and judging those that have collaborated with the terrorists to unleash pain upon your people. I will rid you of human sacrifices for money. Those that trade in human body parts for wealth, them will I judge with harsh judgment. Those that have chased your skilled sons and daughters to other nations as economic refugees will soon be judged. Lift up your eyes and see the triumphant return and entry of your children from the nations of the earth, from where they have been scattered to. It shall be like the return of my people, the Jews, to their land. Your sons and daughters are returning with pride and joy back home. Yes, to rebuild a new nation. Nigeria shall no longer be scorned at by the rest of the world. You shall be a pride of Africa. I'm raising for you a leader like Moses, who shall deliver you from the hands of Pharaoh. Through his hands shall you know peace again. Through his hands shall you enjoy prosperity again. Through him shall your children learn my ways. Through him shall you be united as one people in one nation. What was impossible shall become possible. My church shall be united and shall speak as one voice. And I shall honor all that's sake. My church shall have peace and prosperity. The gospel shall be preached as never before. O Nigeria, I prepare you for such a time as this. Yes, to make you my witness to the nations. Though for a season you have experienced birth pains, but now you will rejoice as you see the outcome of the travail of your soul. Out of you, I will send people to Asia and the Middle East to bring my elect back to me, says the Spirit of God.
One thing is that God can never forsake his own. That is just one thing I want all of us to know and also have at the back of our mind. That no matter what the situation is, Nigeria is going to stand tall at the end of the day, because a whole lot of things are happening right now. And you hear what the man of God said, what God told him to actually tell the children of God in Nigeria. Our evil and wicked politicians, nemesis is already catching up with them. Honestly, some people are going to use their own hands to ruin their political ambitions and all that, because they are using their hand to create mess for themselves. They are using their own hand to become a pawn in some of the politicians' hand to play with and all that, and they think they are doing good or something. You are an errand boy, and that is what you're going to remain. And if care is not taken, you will be reduced to nothing. You hear? So I'm saying that nemesis is catching up with these politicians one after the other, because a whole lot is happening in Nigeria that all of us, some don't even make it to the news and all that. Sometimes when the Senate are actually in a meeting talking or passing bills and all that, you hear the kind of things that comes out of their mouth. Some of them even went as far as to fight, exchange blow. They are doing chinchon and janchi, like all those things. So it's just a whole lot. But Nemesis is actually catching up with them one after the other. That was one thing I can see, that we should be rest assured and all that. And also, whatever we're going through, God knows best. I always say this thing, that we shouldn't get tired of praying, we shouldn't get tired of seeking the face of God, because God, his ear is not deaf that he cannot hear us, neither is he tired of hearing our cry, our complaints and all that at the same time. God is going to see us through this season, and God is still seeing us through, because without God, I don't think we will be where we are today. We will not even survive this. We will not survive this, honestly. A whole lot of things are just changing in Nigeria as the day passes by. But what can we say than to praise the name of the Lord? He said, in all time, in all things, give thanks to God Almighty. See, for you to be alive, then before you are in Nigeria, is a theme of testimony. You need to go and testify to the glory of God and to the goodness of his name, that he gives you life. Do you know a lot of people went to bed, they couldn't wake up, they couldn't see this beautiful day that God has made unto you and I, and we're alive, but we still complain that God is not doing anything about this situation. My dear, you are alive to fight for tomorrow and all that. So it's a theme of joy. We should be jubilating, not to murmur and say all manner of things and all that. And see, these politicians, their cup is already full, because they instigate terrorists and a whole lot of set of people and all that, herdsmen, bandits and all that. They are the doings of those people. These are their thugs that have grown wings. These are their thugs that they could no longer control. So they leave it to be the problem of the nation. These people go to villages, communities to destroy life and properties. And the government couldn't do anything. Sometimes when you listen to some of this terrorist group talk and all that, what they want, they are not giving them. And what do you people want? That is my question. But the government actually make these people in power, people in politics and all that, actually make these talks. And then we are there to say that this, that. Let's give thanks to God, and also put everything in the hands of God, because it's not too late until it's over. And when it's over, it's when there is nothing called Nigeria again. That is when we say that we are defeated and there's nothing like Nigeria. And most of these things they are doing, definitely it's going to instigate more people to say that we want division. Nigeria is not actually working for us. We want a nation we could call our own and make sure we build it from scratch to the top and all that. But that is not the answer. We are one people, whether we like it or not. That is one thing I want us to know, and that is one thing I want us to have at the back of our mind, that we're one people. God is not stupid. God is not blind when he says that Nigeria is one, and we're going to be one till the last days and all that. I don't know if you're fighting for something. I don't know if you want your own nation and all that. But as for the time being, we are one, and let our voices be one. But one thing we can do is to pray to God, because fighting these people, it's not easy. It's not a day job. It's not a month job. It's not a week job. Sometimes it's not even a year job. It's years. But definitely, Nemesis is going to catch up with each and every one of them, because it's not easy, and God will not forsake his own. That is one thing I just want us to have at the back of our mind every day we think about the situation and what is going on in Nigeria currently. So just keep on praying because God is with us. So guys, that is just the video I want to share with you people. And please, if you're coming across our channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends, and don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in. God bless you as you watch our videos all the time. So guys, please do where to share this video to make sure that it gets to a lot of people. Share on all social media platforms, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much for watching this video. You're blessed.